That was an excellent start to the day. Good morning and welcome to today's video. So I thought I would vlog today because it's a Saturday and I need to stay awake, so I feel the best thing to do is vlog. I've had to put Lila in a bouncer while she's like half asleep because she cannot be laid flat on her back because she's got a cold, and I can just hear the mucus like in the throat and stuff, so I sat up with her all night. So I've literally had about an hour's sleep, so I'm desperately in need for a coffee, so let's just do that while we chat. It is the poorly girl in question. I can't even leave her sat down because she keeps coughing, so I'm trying to pair my coffee machine with my phone and keep her upright. So can you see all of the boxes here? For some reason I just collect cardboard boxes like you wouldn't believe, and they only come and collect it every 3 weeks. Sorry, this is the most boring story ever, but anyway, it's like all in my kitchen and it's gross. So today we're gonna go for a double espresso. I think that is what's needed. Comes like a box of chocolates, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but it's like this. So the morning means it's time to sterilise all the bottles. And then I just have it in this wash bowl because it's so much easier to do it separate from the sink. Let's see when she was last fed. So I used the app Huckleberry to monitor all of her food and sleep and poos because she's constipated quite a lot, to be honest. Hoping that changes. I think it's just because we've done like loads of things to change her milk and stuff because she's not been a happy baby. So the app actually shows you this thing called the sweet spot, so you can see it at like the top there, and it's so chef's kiss. So it started basically today because she's 2 months old, but I just love the idea of the feature. So you fill in all your information and then it tells you like when the sweet spot, this sounds like such an ad, it tells you the sweet spot for the nap, which is good because she gets really overtired. So it says 7:40, so I'm going to feed her in 15 minutes I think. For breakfast I'm having 2 crumpets. I'm actually working with a PT at the minute and I will tell you a little bit more about it over on my Instagram as well. But basically we're doing like a little collaboration thing, so I have got a discount code for him and it's Beth10. So he's helping me with all my postpartum weight loss stuff. That was an excellent start to the day. So I'm going to be moving house in the new year. I'm not actually sure which month. It could be January, it could be Feb, it could be March. But I am moving house. I feel like this house has been nice whilst it's lasted, but it's not my, but it isn't really my like taste or aesthetic, and I'm just like, I'm saving it the minute to buy, so I can't really just go and buy my own house. So I want to find somewhere that's a bit more me, and also this house has like lots of creepy crawlies, and I know that's probably like every house, but I do feel like this house is like extra, like it's insane. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm going to start looking very soon. So I can't wait to document the whole moving process as well. I think that's going to be such a fun time. But it won't be a fun time for me because I'll have to be the one who's unpacking everything. And I'm not about that life. I will actually hire movers. I did that in my last house. It was the best thing I ever did. So you can probably hear the dancing fruit in the background, but I want to show you. This is like my little bag of like life-saving things for Lila that I just want all in one place. And this is amazing. I used it before she had a cold anyway because she was quite congested, because I think she's on milk, like cow's milk allergy, and it makes them really congested. And it's the Snuffle Baby, and it's like vapor drops. It is so good. You can use it from birth, just a couple drops in a bowl of hot water in the room that your baby's in, and it really helps them breathe in. But yeah, I keep everything in here. So it's got like, she has Gaviscon for reflux, it's got nasal spray, I've got like a temperature taker, and then a couple syringes that are always sterilised, some gripe water, and they're like the main things that are in here, and I feel like it's just so good to have them all in one place.
Yes, class, but a senior. I thought no seniors would get your parents.
So it's currently Lila's first nap of the day, so I'm trying to get everything ready. Also, I'm in the dryer if you're wondering where I am. So I've got the monitor, and she does have most of her naps, well, up until this point right now, has had all of her naps in the same room as me, which she still is at the age where she has to. It's literally just while I'm trying to get stuff done, and I'm going to go and sit back with her. I'm going to leave her to nap for an hour, I think, and then when that hour's up, I'm going to go to the shop and get some milk because I'm desperately in need of a coffee, and I didn't really drink the other one because I was worried about the milk. You know what, I might actually do the dishes now while she's asleep because it's just been an impossible few days. Like, I feel like it's been more hectic than normal, so I've not really had a chance to get anything done, so then I felt like I've lived in a mess basically. I really struggle sleeping when she sleeps, like everyone says. You know, sleep when baby sleeps, if you're exhausted, like I really struggle sleeping in the day, and I don't know if anyone else has this or if there's a name for it, but after every nap I have, like in the day, even, you know, like before I had Lila, I get this like really bad anxiety, and I just get like palpitations and stuff, and I wake up with this like massive sense of dread. Like I don't know why, that happens, but yeah, I just don't like to sleep in the day now because I just don't like that feeling, which is hard when you have a baby because sometimes you rely, you know, on the day's sleep, but I just can't. I'd rather deal with the tiredness than deal with the anxiety I feel after having a nap. Is that the weirdest thing you've ever heard? I've got a toner on my hair at the minute because even though I've dyed it and it's actually gone like pretty blonde, it's still quite gingery in places, which I probably will go to a salon and get done, but I just think for now I've just stuck a toner on it with the hopes that it'll help a bit. So Lila is all fed and now it's my turn. I'm so sorry about the noise in the background. We've got the dryer and the dancing fruit because I have to have the dancing fruit on when I eat because otherwise I wouldn't ever get to eat anything. Cheeky girl. So we're just out for a walk and look how autumnal it is. Honestly, it's so gorgeous. There's Lila. She needs a good sleep. She didn't sleep well last night, as you know. But I always walk down this road because it's near my house, nearish anyway, and I always walk down it because I really would love to live down here one day, or like a road like it, and I just feel like it motivates me for the day. That sounds a bit random or cringy, I don't know, I don't really care, but yeah, it makes me feel just really positive walking down here, and I always do like my daily affirmations. So what I do is every day on my walk I put on my voice notes and I just say like what I'm grateful for, my goals and stuff like that. So it is a very positive vibe. You are going to have to get used to the noise in the background when you watch my videos because I have a baby. Right, so let's do a taste test. Honestly, some of these songs like actual barbs. Bit bitter. Touch bitter. I know. So this is what Huckleberry says. So it comes up like the sweet spot is for the next nap is 3:20. So it's 5 to 2 now. So then feed her, play a few games, give it a tummy time, and then she can try and be put down for this nap. So I had to change tops because Lila was sick on me, but she's down for her third nap of the day. Trying to get everything organised while she's asleep, so that when she's ready to wake up, everything is ready. Okay, so I thought whilst I've got the time, I would just take off I've got like a tiny little bit of makeup on. I thought I'd just do my face so I don't have to worry about doing it later. And then when my pyjamas are dry, I can just get in them and feel so nice and clean. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I think as a parent, stealing these moments where you get like 5 minutes to yourself is so important. And for me, just having that just like clean, fresh face is just something that makes me feel better and like I've had 5 minutes to myself. So do try and do that as regularly as possible. I'm also going to have a quick tidy of the bathroom because I've just not had time to do anything. Lila is asleep in the other room, but she needs to wake up pretty much now. So I'm just gonna start making my tea, and maybe that will wake her up. I just don't wanna like startle her awake 'cause she's not too well, but otherwise she'll get cranky before bed. So I'm gonna give her maybe another 15 minutes. Do you ever just feel like life has been different since COVID and stuff? Like, I think I am a completely different person now than I was beforehand, and then I look back at myself when I was 25, like when COVID was happening, and I cannot recognise that person. It's actually crazy. Like, I have just changed so much as a human being in the last 3 years that I think, like, I often think about like my ex-boyfriends and stuff, you know, just like, it's so weird that I was with that person, or like, it's so weird that I had that friend, or I just find it crazy how much things change and how much I have changed. And I wonder if like I met them today, would I still, I don't know, would they even recognise the person I am? So it's so strange, and I think especially like since becoming a mum, like I think that changes who you are, like chemically. I don't know about you, but definitely for me, like I think it just changes your outlook and perspective on stuff. And I just think I used to be so, like, I'm not going to say outgoing, because those opportunities, when they arise, I still am like an outgoing person, I still am a confident person, but I guess I just used to be like more extroverted. I think like since COVID has happened and since becoming a mum and stuff, I've definitely become like more of an introverted person, which is so strange because I never used to be like that at all. And it's weird because in the same sense, like as I've got older, I've definitely grown in confidence in like who I am as a person, or like things that I think and my opinions. And I think I look back at when I was 25 and I had this boyfriend who was like 11 years older than me. No, was he? 10 years older than me maybe. And he was literally a horrible person, but he used to say to me like, you're so like not growing up and stuff. And like I look back and I think, yeah, in like a lot of aspects I really wasn't, like, and I thought I really was. I mean, I'm not saying every 25-year-old's like that, and you have to have some wild like epiphany to be that way. But yeah, I definitely do look back and think, God, I really was young. And I probably will in like 3-4 years time look back at it now and be like, God, I really was young then. Like, I don't know, I just thought I'd have a little chit chat. And I think, yeah, especially since like becoming a parent, it's like motherhood is so like all consuming. And I think especially in these first stages, like Lila's 2 months old, like your whole focus is on that other human being and making sure they're okay, because they can't like do those things themselves. So it's like huge responsibility, and which of course I knew it would be beforehand. Yeah, it's just crazy to think that like when I do have time to myself for those like 5 minutes, it's like, or like my parents take her, for example, on Friday nights usually. It's like, it's the first time that week I've got to think about like myself and my own emotions and stuff. It's weird because I feel a lot of the time, because it's been like quite difficult, because Lila's like she's got like reflux, she's on milk, so like a cow's milk allergy, see if that like is the problem. And I just think my focus goes so much onto her, which I honestly don't mind, but I think sometimes I do need that breather. And like I need that, like, to look into the future and know that I'm gonna get my identity back in a sense, because it's like so focused on baby girl, which is understandable. It's not my time right now, it's Lila's, and like that's all I care about at the minute. But yeah, it is strange when it comes to Friday night. I don't necessarily like want to be the person I was before I got pregnant, which was like I was drinking all the time, I was like smoking, I had really bad habits, and like I went out the other day and I got drunk, and for the first time, and I'm not even being dramatic, for the first time in so long, because obviously that was my first proper night out since having a baby girl, I wasn't sad. I wasn't like a sad drunk. I was a happy drunk, and I don't know, it was like such a nice shift, and it made me feel like happy that I don't drink all the time anymore, that when I do it can be like a positive celebration rather than drinking at home being miserable, which is what I always used to do. So the app says that bedtime is in, honestly this should be a sponsored video, the app says bedtime should be in 40 minutes, so 20 to 7. I know. And I'm going to take you up in 9 minutes. And I'm trying to introduce like a small bedtime routine. I'm trying to just talk to her so she doesn't think I'm ignoring her. And I'm going to change your clothes. So change your clothes and then do a nappy, change your clothes, bottle, and then I think it might be a bit too early for a bottle. Oh my goodness. But I'll probably have to wake her up for a bottle anyway. Can I get the bottles, darling? So every night before we go up to bed, it is really early to be fair, but she's not feeling well and I just know she's like really tired, she doesn't want to wake up. If she wants to go to sleep, I feel like I should just let her go to sleep. So basically, single mum hack, I go around with it used to be an M&S bag, but that's filled up with other stuff at the minute, a Tesco bag, and I collect all the stuff that I need for the night. Obviously I don't just throw dummy in there because that needs sterilising. All the stuff that I'll leave in the night. In the daytime I'll fill up the machine when she's asleep so that I don't have to leave her doing that, because that takes a bit of effort, because I do have a prep machine upstairs to make my life a bit easier in the night time. Here I have like all her medicine. I think I showed you this morning. This goes straight in the bag. Then hand gel, because obviously I'm not well at the minute, but I think in general it's a good shout. My inhalers. Her cream that she needs for her face, I'll put that in there. And then anything that I've left down here, for example. So I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm just making Lila some vape oil stuff because she is in bed. So I'm gonna go sit upstairs while she's there just to make sure she's okay because she's not too well. And I don't want this to wake her up, so I'm going to go upstairs to edit this. But thank you so much for watching, and if you made it through the video, then thank you. If you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe. I'll put my Instagram to top below and stuff so you can follow on there as well if you'd like. And yes, I will see you on Wednesday for the health and fitness content. If you do want to miss it and you don't want the vibe of health and fitness, which I totally get, then I'll see you next Sunday.